I've just come back from my early morning walk and the gardeners have been, and it is nice to see green grass. We've had quite a lot of rain, but the difference in moisture levels, I'm getting some mildew now on these. Look, can you see? So I won't be using that. I'm just wondering about these carrots. I've never really had much luck growing carrots. If you saw last year, they were incy wincy little things. Anyway, I've come out to get some greens because I'm thinking of making a curry. It's about 11 o'clock now, so by the time I make it, look at this. This is the celery. It's doing a lot better than what's on my windowsill. I'll have to have a revamp, I think, on the windowsill growing area. Anyway, I'll pick some greens and then we'll go make a curry. So I'm going to use some of this pork mince in the curry, some of my greens. I've actually got a few beans as well, look there. I might put a potato in, I don't know yet. And of course, some onion, some garlic, but a friend has given me a bag of fruit. I've not looked in it yet, shall we have a look? Move these out of the way. Oh, it's heavy. Ooh. Apples and pears. I prefer apples to pears, so I think I'll be cooking some of those. She said they're quite hard and they take a long time to ripen. They are hard. I might cook with those, yeah. I'll put one or two in the curry. We'll see. I've got one or two tomatoes that are past the best or not very good. I won't use that one, throw that one. Any more that are split? I've still got a few outside. And I'm going to use these plums that I was given. I'm going to use these in the curry as well. I'm wasting nothing, especially when it's organically grown. I've put the plums in with the meat, and when they start to soften I'll take the stones out. And I'm going to use 2 pears because I want to stretch the meat as far as I can. Meat is so expensive now, but I've only used 1/4 of a packet. These pears are hard. I've decided I'm going to cook it all in one pan, so I'll be adding the greens later on. The beans and the pears first, and then I shall cut some potato up and add that, the rest of the ingredients, and right at the end I'll pop the greens in. fried the meat off in a little bit of olive oil in this pan. I've just added some water and now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of curry powder, and it does have some cardamom pods in there. And I think I'll add just a little bit of my chilli. And that chilli plant is doing quite well outside. To say that it's actually quite cold on a night now. So we'll stir that in, and when it's cooked down a little bit, I'll add the rest of the ingredients. I've added the pears, the potato, beans, garlic, mince, pork mince. I've got my tomatoes to add. I've skinned the few plums I had, and I'll put the onion in quite late on. I like my onion in a curry to be still a bit crisp. So we'll let that cook down. It smells delicious. The hardest part, I think, is waiting for it all to cook. Give it another 5 minutes. My lunch today, doesn't that look nice? Pork curry made with just 1/4 of that packet of pork, 2 pears, potato, I put some carrot in as well, look, my greens, garlic, some of my homegrown chilli, 2 tablespoons of curry powder, and I did add a little bit of milk at the end. And there's some curry gravy left. What day is it today? It's Monday. So I think I might make some homemade chips tomorrow and have some of that curry over the top. Lunch today.